Happy New Year. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Dale Hopkins, the chairman of the RVDA of Canada, and I'm looking forward to serving the board and yourselves for the coming year, and looking forward to a great year for 2024 for the RV industry. I want to carry on the great advocacy work that has been happening in the RVDA for the past number of years. We've had some big wins like the luxury tax exemption, the ELD exemption, the fifth wheel length extension that we managed to pass through, to name a few. There's more items that we want to tackle going forward, and I look forward to helping move them along. I think the RV dealership landscape is changing dramatically, with both consolidations of dealerships as well as dealerships falling on hard times during tough economy and regrettably having to close doors. Experience and participation in the RVDA on both provincial and national levels is changing. I think we need to redouble our efforts in making sure that our message is heard to these new corporate groups about the need for support of the RVDA in the marketplace, as well as assisting dealers overall during these difficult times. I feel that we have traditionally done a good job achieving goals set out in our strategic plan. I'm looking forward to our advocacy days and making a strong impression in Ottawa, as well as continuing to work with our endorsement partners to be sure that we are doing as much as we can to help dealers in these times. The goal is to improve the overall association, overall involvement of dealers in the association, which honestly helps the entire industry. I think we need to first support our provincial RVDA associations in their efforts to ensure dealer participation and collaboration, as well as our other associations we deal with, Go RV in Canada, the Canadian Camping and RV Association, the Canadian RV Association, as well as our partners in the States with the RVIA and the RVDA. It's going to take everybody to continue working on these collaborative efforts together. We need to be sure we communicate the benefits of belonging to these associations to the members, and why we need to continue to need support of all dealers and campgrounds and other associate members in the industry. Yeah, I think we need to look at and be proactive on safety in our industry. This can be done through developing training programs for customers and safe operation of their units, both on the road and in the campgrounds, and potential certification or licensing. I would prefer that we demonstrate leadership through some self-regulation than waiting until government decides to further regulate our sector with less input from us. This is something that, is important to me. It's something that I would like us to start looking at and seeing how we can be positive force in today's marketplace. Yeah, with regard to sustainability and environmental concerns, through our advocacy, we continue to work with the government on our infrastructure concerns for both towing RVs as well as services in campgrounds and parks. There's still a lot of unknowns with these emerging technologies that need to be addressed. We need funding to be able to put in place the vision of the government. If they want to be net zero, if we want to be net zero by 2035, what does that look like for the RV industry? What does it look like for the campgrounds? And is the infrastructure going to be in place to foster that? And how can we assist, or how can we advocate to have that infrastructure in place? And that's what we need to continue to advocate for. Yeah, you know what? I'm looking forward to having more of those conversations. Conversations that we've had in the past are how we can get charging stations into parks. How we can, we need to look at the power in the parks as far as, what is a reasonable amount of power being used. So, customers charging their EV vehicles at their site versus, the intention of the current power grid is to power an RV for camping and recreational use. So there is definitely, I think there is concerns in the campground industry, and it's things like that that we need to sit down, collaborate, and come up with a plan and try and get some traction with it. So definitely our economic impact is strong. I think that the reporting that we have shows that. You know, but in 2024, I think we will once again be the affordable alternative to increasingly expensive travel choices. This is a role the RV industry often accommodates and will continue to do so going forward. We are seeing all unit prices coming down, as well as more favorable dollars, Canadian dollar exchange, and soon hope to see some favorable interest rate adjustments. These three items together should put us back to being front of mind for middle class family travel choices. Uh, this is a segment that was hit hard in 2023, with the middle class families not being able to afford any type of vacation, and we need to be there is an alternative to that class of individuals. It's the largest. I believe it's our largest segment for RV dealers, and it is cheaper than going to Disneyland or taking a cruise. So especially when you have a family of 2 to 4 kids. So I look forward to once again being that affordable alternative, and I think we can be in that place going forward. With the help of in the hard work of our team at the national and provincial RVDA offices, we will continue to provide great outreach opportunities like our troubleshooter clinic and the Spark Street event in Ottawa, for example. We're always looking forward to continuing our growth and participation in RV convention in Las Vegas in 2024 for our dealers. I think we've traditionally done a great job with outreach programs, and a lot of that has been with the support of the staff at the national office as well as provincial associations, getting training into the provinces, increasing our work with SAIT, and the other colleges providing training. So, I look forward to assisting the national and provincial offices in getting that done. So every April, RVDA has a Hill Day, and it's called in Ottawa. It's an opportunity for us to go, industry members, not just the board, and it can be any dealers, anybody who's interested in speaking. And we've got meetings, usually 40 to 60 meetings, with ministers or in some case senators or other individuals in power to talk about what our concerns are and what we would like the government to focus on. It's an opportunity to forward our objectives of training more, hopefully getting some monies into budgets to help with training apprentices and workforces and things that the government can control, as well as making changes to legislation such as the ELD exemption or the when we were having freight issues at the border. So it's an opportunity for us to get in front of our local and national the members of parliament for the national. And as well, we put on an event on Spark Street where we put a couple RVs onto the road that's the walking area that's outside of Parliament Hill. And different members of Parliament, as well as their staffers, have an opportunity to come out and see what the RV lifestyle is about. And it was a very big success last year, and we're looking forward to putting that on again this year and having that opportunity to have the members of parliament be able to understand our industry and be a part of making it better. They're open to the public as well. Yeah. I encourage all industry members to reach out and see how they can assist in outreach programs, advocacy work with the RVDA. We're always looking for new energy and input in the association. I'm looking forward to an overall resurgence of the RV industry in 2024, and I look forward to meeting as many dealers across Canada as possible. I'll be attending AGMs across the country and getting out and meeting with people and seeing how we can work together to improve the industry. So we encourage anyone to call me or call the RVDA if you're interested.